Hello again. Our guest today created the role of Hugo in the original Broadway cast of Bye Birdie. Since then, he has appeared in many notable movies, including Bonnie and Clyde, Big Faust and Little Halsey, and the current Dick Tracy. Join us in welcoming actor Michael J. Pollard. And now, here's your man of the half hour, Skip E Lowe.
Michael, New Jersey.
Yes.
Is that where you're really from?
Yes, I am really from
Really
there,
from New
Skip.
Jersey. You went to New York. Did you? You went to the actor studio right away? Is that it? What made Michael J. Pollard get into acting?
Well, Skippy, I was really lucky. I came right off the street and started acting right away. Nobody could believe it.
Uh-huh.
I started, yeah.
You didn't study at all immediately?
Well, I studied with Lee Strasberg.
After, right.
Well, probably at the same time I came.
Yeah, but you were in classes with Marilyn Monroe,
Yes, Skip.
Paul Newman.
Yeah,
Come on,
George Maharis.
George Maharis. Okay, George. But George C. Scott, what happened about that play you did?
Well, that was Comes a Day with George C. Scott
Right.
and Judith Anderson. Very big crowd pleaser at the Actors Studio. Everybody went to see it.
Did they?
Yeah.
Was it exciting for Michael J. Pollard to be on the same stage with George C. Scott?
Yeah, and Joe Papp was the stage manager.
Uh-huh.
Was it? Well, I was his roommate.
You were?
was, Yes, Skippy.
How long were you his roommate?
Well, up in Boston at the Terrain Hotel, and
Terrain.
yes, Skippy.
It's a theatrical hotel.
Yeah.
I know that hotel.
And then down in the village when he lived with Colleen.
Uh-huh.
So,
You had fun in those days?
in those-
Looking back, yeah. You had a lot of fun those days, Michael?
yeah, I guess you might say they were my salad days.
But
Skippy.
did you tell me,
What?
go ahead,
Go ahead.
the actor studio,
Yes.
Lee Strasberg, the method, did you think that turned the whole generation of actors like James Dean and Brando, Michael J. Pollard, Tell
Shelley Winters.
Shelley Winters, yes. Tell me about that, those days. I mean, you really changed the whole thing of acting.
I know, it was very exciting in those days, Skippy. There was an electricity in the air.
Like what?
Well, just like at that time, there's play on Broadway. There was plays like Death of a Salesman, Streetcar.
Death of the Salesman, Streetcar, and Night of the Iguana, Shelley and Betty Davis. All these people, they
Yeah,
were.
that's right.
Would you consider Betty Davis a method? No, she was not.
She was Betty Davis. Betty Davis eyes.
Betty Davis eyes. I like that. Michael J. Pollard, tell me, what's the play that you mostly enjoyed doing first in New York?
On Broadway?
On Broadway.
Well, I like.
Because you did Bye Birdie.
Yeah.
That was a musical.
Yes.
With, who's that?
Dick Van Dyke and Cheetah Rivera. And
Tell me
Paul
about that. Tell me about that.
Well, that ran 2 years, and when I auditioned, I met Charles Strauss, the writer, in Downey's, in the men's room, and he said, "Can you sing?" I said, "Just like Frank Sinatra." So I auditioned. I sang the song from Guys and Dolls.
In the bathroom?
Sue Me, that song, Sue Me. Yeah.
I love it.
And-
In the men's room.
And Garrett Champagne was, and I came to the audition in a black shirt and a white tie like Frank, and a black suit. They were all, and they hired me. I was the juvenile lead.
I saw that on
I
Broadway.
had little lifts up my shoes, like Frank.
Vic Van Dyke was great in that, wasn't he?
Oh yeah, he
God.
was really neat. And then in his series,
That landed his series from that,
Yeah.
did it?
Remember with Mary Tyler Moore?
Yeah. But New York was great those days.
Those days, yeah.
God, the excitement. You know why it was great?
Why?
We had American plays and American musicals.
Yeah.
No English.
No, we did. We had.
Think about it, Michael. Am I right?
Yeah.
It was America.
Yeah, and then when an English play would come in, like like a Brendan Behan play or something like that, it was really special.
Right. What did you actually learn looking at Actor Studio? What did you, Michael J. Pollard, learn at the Actor Studio? Could you share something with that audience out there? What would you say you have learned from Lee Strasberg, his technique? What is it all about? Method, actor.
Method, actor?
Yeah, tell me.
Well, the way Lee was teaching it, it was kind of like, your body is like a violin, or a piano, and it could be like, your body could be like a Stradivarius, but if it's out of tune, nobody's gonna know.
Right.
Or if you're wearing a $2,000 suit and no tie, nobody's gonna know. So it was like to tune up your instrument.
Right.
And speak up.
Speak up, right.
That's where it was.
Michael, Bonnie and Clyde.
Yes.
Got to do something. How did you get that role? That role, that wonderful role.
Well, I knew Warren.
Beatty. You did something before with Warren?
Loss of Roses by
Loss-
William Inge on
on Broadway.
Yeah.
So Warren had a lot to do with Michael J. Pollard's career then, huh?
Yeah, well, we did Dobie Gillis out here. And Tuesday Will played his girlfriend, and he was the most handsomest guy in the graduating class. And I was Maynard Krebs's cousin.
Uh-huh. I remember that.
Remember that?
Yeah, yes. Did you enjoy doing those days at the Dobie Gillis shows and all that?
Yeah. Yes, I did, Skippy.
Did you?
Now my acting is like, remember Charlie Parker? His horn became like his extension of his arm.
Uh-huh.
Well, that's how my acting instrument is now.
Your instrument is wonderful, Michael. You know what I loved in Bonnie and Clyde? I was in Germany in the theater, and I saw Bonnie and Clyde. I was working entertaining the troops there in Frankfurt, and there it was on the screen. I went to see it, and boy, did I see your face on that screen. I said, wow, what a great, I've never seen you before.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was in Germany then, too. I was doing Hannibal Brooks.
Oh, really?
Michael Winter and Oliver Reed. They said, go see yourself. And there was some guy was talking in German.
It was you.
That was
You had a special look.
special looks.
You have that special... Is that what Hollywood at that time needed and is looking for? Today, they just look for good-looking guys.
Yeah.
Good-looking girls, good-looking guys. But that special look of Hollywood
Yeah.
is that unique individuality. What's happening with that day?
Gee.
Come on. share
Well,
it with
Skippy, that's the way, when Jerry Wald was like the head of the studios and stuff. Now, it's neat. I think it's neat. Like Tom Cruise is neat, and Julia Roberts and everybody.
They're all good-looking. Every guy's good-looking. There's no James Cagney, Humphrey Bogarts. These guys were all individual personalities. Clark Gables. That you know what I mean?
I know what you're saying.
What do we do about it? What do we do about this in Hollywood?
Move to Woodstock?
They don't have any... Yeah.
What do we do about this, Skippy?
There are great faces like yourself.
Yeah. Yes.
I think you're a chameleon actor, though. You could do everything.
Yeah.
You've done Shakespeare, have you?
Well, in class.
In class? At the Actors Studio?
Well,
Or what? Did you study somewhere else than the Actors Studio?
Josh Shelley. Remember Josh
Oh,
Shelley?
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
I studied with him. Then when I first came, I studied with Herbert Berghoff when it used to be on 6th Avenue in New York on 23rd Street. Yeah, Lee Grant was my teacher.
Great
Shelley,
director,
Sandy Dennis.
great actress. She's in town, I understand. She's a great director.
Yeah, Skippy.
What's happening with Michael J. Pollard right now? You finished a film called Dick Tracy,
Yeah.
and it's coming out with Madonna, and you're also in the video, I understand.
I am?
In the video scene? I think you're in the video too, aren't you?
Maybe so,
Yeah,
Skippy.
I think so, the singing the video. But
Yeah.
I'd love to see a clip from that new movie of yours. It's they're making such a hype of this Dick Tracy. Have you seen it yet?
Part of it, Skippy, yeah.
What do you think? What's
it looks really
Does
good.
it?
Funny,
It is?
primary colors.
Can we take a look at the clip? I'd love
Sure,
to see the
Skippy.
clip of this new movie called Dick Tracy with Michael J. Pollard.
Tracy! Tracy! It's like he's reading my mind.
Extra! Tracy Battles move!
I'm taking this bum out of the headlines. I'm rubbing him out.
Hey, Tracy, watch out!
You take Tracy to me.
I say we kill Tracy now.
You challenge me, we all go down!
Are you gonna arrest me?
I want to know who killed Lips Manless.
Not the bad, big boy, not the bad! I know, and I'm gonna miss you, but all's fair in love and business.
Whose side are you on?
Side I'm always on. Mine.
What? What's the word out? This territory is my territory now. Everything he owns, I own.
Move in and take your positions.
Okay, boys, let's go.
And you, guilty of attempting to bribe an officer of the law.
She does some nifty undercover work. That Dick Tracy drives you crazy, doesn't he?
All right, that's enough. I want Tracy dead!
Tracy, let's get him! Good luck.
have just said goodbye to oxygen.
Aren't you gonna frisk me?
Stupid cop.
Tracy?
Warren Beatty is Dick Tracy.
You did a lot of scenes with her. Tell me about working with her.
She's a very nice girl, Madonna. She's,
What makes her success so, you know,
she's always changing. She's always ahead of what other people are doing.
ahead of doing? Is that-
Right, and then like what people do, you know, when she does it, everybody starts copying what she does.
And she changes.
Yeah.
And she gets her new thing.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yes, that's true.
That's interesting. That's very interesting, Michael. Close with, well, Dick Tracy, you know, our Warren Beatty friend.
Yes.
You're very close with him.
Yes, I am, Skippy.
And what kind of guy? Can you share? I know you're going to say he's great and all that, but
Yeah.
you know, what kind of really Warren Beatty? I know. I think he's very mysterious. I've seen him in clubs. I've seen him in restaurants. He keeps to himself. He's very quiet. He's an ordinary guy, though, isn't he?
A Southern gentleman.
A Southern gentleman.
Yeah, he comes from West Virginia.
Very soft-spoken.
Yes. Yes, he is, Skippy.
And Steve Martin. Tell me about Steve Martin and Michael J. Pollard. I'm going to go right to Steve Martin because Steve and you are very close, and you've done a lot of things with Steve. Now stop personating me.
Okay, Skippy.
Michael.
What?
Go ahead. Yes, tell me.
I just saw him the other day.
You did?
Yes. He's a very nice guy.
Roxanne.
Yeah.
Tell me about. Enjoy doing that film?
Well, we did a scene together, and he said to me during the scene.
Did he write that scene in for you? I understand he wrote it.
Yeah, he wrote a lot of scenes in for me, Skippy. That one about Being in Nothingness by Jean-Paul Sartre. And I was embarrassed to go by it by himself. Wrote that one, and then one on My Coat Caught on Fire. Yes.
He's a fun guy, isn't he?
Steve?
Steve Martin.
Yes. Also very quiet.
Theater. Is that your? Is he very quiet? Is he very quiet? Is he very quiet? Look at Michael.
What?
Theater. First love.
Yes.
Is that your first love?
It
'Cause
was.
You still go to the Actors Studio, still here
I
in
do.
Hollywood. You still do. Right?
Yeah.
And you keep your toes sharp. Is that what people? Is that why they do it? To keep it.
Yeah, because like after a while, if you don't, then you forget what you got in it for in the first place. I think, Skippy.
Do you ever teach up there, Michael?
No.
At the Actors?
I just observe.
You do observe Shelley Winters.
Yeah, I observed Shelley for the last 25 years.
You learn a lot from Shelley Winters, have you?
Have I?
Have you? Yeah.
Yeah, I've known her a long time.
Really?
Long. Yeah, in New York and stuff. Yeah.
Why is Shelley Winters so down to earth and so earthy lady? And she's not like a movie star should be, or you aren't either, really. What is a movie star should be? I don't know, but that's the glamour. She doesn't worry about being glamorous or anything.
Yeah.
She's so earthy.
Earthy.
Yeah.
This is true. Yes, Skippy. She's earthy, funny. She's very nice. I protect her all the time. Shelley, it's okay.
She's okay.
Yeah. No.
Sylvester Stallone, Tango and Cash.
Yeah.
Tell me about that film. It's
Well,
out now.
I know.
It's doing very well.
Sylvester told me, he said, Michael, you're not going to believe this. I said, what? He said, you know when Little Force and Big Halsey opened at the Beekman Theater on 3rd Avenue in New York? I said, yeah. He said, I was the usher who showed you to your seat.
He was.
Yeah, he was.
In Halsey? Really?
Yeah.
I love it. He's a nice guy.
Sylvester?
Sylvester, yeah.
He really is, huh? He's like from the neighborhood or something.
Yeah. His brother. Have you met his brother, Frank? Good singer.
Everybody wants to he is, huh?
Frank Stallone?
Yeah.
Wonderful singer. And his mother is just a wonderful astrologer, too.
Yeah,
I mean, the whole family is outrageous. They're fun. They're fun people.
Yes. Skip.
Working on the film of Tango and Cash.
Is this a little like Barbara Walters and Warren Beatty?
We're stretching her. We're just stretching, Michael.
Okay.
Working in Tango and Cash, you had a lot of fun working with that, with Kurt Russell and...
Yeah, I worked with Albert Margoli, the Prince's manager. He was my director. But the guy who cast me was Andre Castellano, who did Runaway Train.
So
my mom said if Albert likes Prince, He's gonna like you, Michael.
Does your mother watch all your movies?
Well, I guess. I'm sure.
Uh-huh. Does she still live in Jersey?
New Jersey, yes.
New Jersey?
Yes.
It's a great place to grow up, isn't it, Michael?
Yeah.
New Jersey?
Nijinsky played tennis there.
Where?
In Passaic, New Jersey.
Yeah, is that where who played tennis?
Nijinsky, the ballet
Yeah,
dancer.
right. He played tennis. You're right. That's right. We're stretching
That's
for
right.
it. Melvin and Howard.
Yes.
Ah.
Yes.
That's Howard Hughes' life story.
Yes, it was, Skip.
Tell me about that. How did you get that role, Melvin and Howard?
Through Jonathan Demme.
Uh-huh.
I went up to see Jonathan with this guy who carried a gun in his briefcase.
Did he really? Tell us the story. Go ahead.
No.
No, go ahead, Michael.
No.
He had a gun in his briefcase?
No, he was my manager at the time.
Oh, okay.
Dominic.
Okay, go ahead. Okay, protection.
So, yeah. Well, that's how I got that. I saw the original will he wrote, you know,
Uh-huh.
in the courtroom scene.
You did?
Yeah, he left money to Gene Peters and stuff.
And Terry Moore?
Yeah, huh.
She claims she's got 10 million from that.
Really?
Yeah. I wanted to ask you more about Bonnie and Clyde. You were a Academy Award nomination. You got an Academy Award nomination for that.
Yes, I did, Skippy.
And I was very proud because you deserved it that year. I remember, and I was so, when I saw you, I thought you were just brilliant.
Yeah.
Did you enjoy working on Bonnie and Clyde?
Oh,
a lot of
yeah.
people remember you from Bonnie and Clyde, still.
Yeah.
Am I right, Michael?
Really?
Still. Does that, because you've done a lot.
Yeah.
Not just Bonnie and Clyde,
What?
but a lot of work.
Mm-hmm.
But they only think
Bonnie and Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde. Why,
Well,
Michael?
It was
Why?
a landmark movie, Skippy.
Yeah.
Doing that was very good. It was almost like the New York Yankees or the Beatles.
Right.
You know, everybody kind of meshed together.
The world saw that. The world loved it.
Yeah.
See, and you became a world-famous movie star on the screen then.
Yes.
You know, that face of yours. There was no face like that at that time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That little pinkish face of yours. It was adorable. Michael, favorite director. Who's your favorite? You have one?
Well, I like Arthur Penn, you know, Albert Margot.
Uh-huh.
Who else? I like Fred Sepsi. He did Roxanne.
Uh-huh.
Who else? Well, the fellow who did Next to Kin. Remember that with Patrick Swayze? John.
Yes, you just did a film with Pat Swayze. What was the film called?
Next to Kin.
Next to Kin?
Yeah, and
It's-
then Scrooged.
Scrooge is coming out?
No.
Or it's out?
Remember with
It's
Bill
been out.
Murray?
Yes, 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 of course.
That was Dick Donner.
Dick, you're right.
Yeah.
That was a great movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. The Russians Are Coming?
Yeah.
Who directed The Russians Are Coming?
That fellow from Canada.
Did you enjoy doing that?
Yeah.
It's a funny movie. Huh?
Yeah, Russians are coming.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Skippy.
yeah. Direct? Do you direct, Michael? Would you
I
like
did
to? or-
once.
Which one?
Back in 1968, I directed this thing. I think it's in Texas now. Village Voice came down and photographed the whole thing.
Uh-huh.
John and Michelle Phillips were in it.
Love her.
Yeah.
Yeah. Love her, Michelle Phillips. And I like her daughter, too. Her daughter lived in my building. Michelle Phillips.
Oh,
is,
yeah, yeah.
Mackenzie Phillips. She lived in my building.
She did?
Yep. Before she had her little trouble. Mackenzie did.
Yeah.
You know, she was a wonderful girl. And she went back to her father.
You know,
up
I
in New
ran
York.
into a friend of Shelley's on Easter morning, Skippy. I'm sure you know who it is.
Go ahead. Who?
She's an actress. She's waiting to do that movie, too, with Shelley.
Waiting to do the movie with
You know-
Shelley.
Yeah, you know who it is, Skip.
No, I don't. I can't think of who it is.
You-
Wait a minute. You, I understand, are up for, Richard Tate was calling me.
Yeah.
And you are up for a film you're going to be doing in Russia, is it? Or
Yeah.
with Shelley Winters.
Yeah.
That's right. Tell me about that. What is that all about?
Well, I played this chauffeur named Gumdrop, and
Uh-huh.
Shelley plays an ex-madam or something like that.
Uh-huh. Sounds fun.
That, yeah.
When is that going on? This summer?
Summer. Huh?
Summer?
Yeah.
Have you been to Russia before?
No. Have you, Skippy?
Yes, I have. Michael?
What?
Is Michael J. Pollard religious?
Religious? No.
You know, are you religious? I mean, you know, spiritual. Are you spiritual?
Maybe so, Skippy, because I think 90s are supposed to be very spiritual, huh?
I understand you're a
from
Gemini
people
like I
there.
am. I know that. I just
Yeah.
discovered you're a Gemini, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just discovered. Happy birthday.
Thanks,
Today's your
Shelley.
birthday.
I mean, Skip.
Today's your birthday?
No, yesterday.
Yesterday was your birthday?
Yeah.
Well, that's happy birthday,
It was on
Michael.
Entertainment Tonight and everything, my
Oh,
picture.
well, happy
Skippy.
birthday. Mine's the 6th.
Sixth.
Mine's the 6th.
D-Day.
June. But I must tell you something, Michael J. Pollard. You, as an actor, are you writing anything?
Am I?
Yeah.
You mean like a script or
Yeah.
anything?
Come on.
Well,
I bet you are.
Not really, Skippy.
You're not?
No, I'm just an actor, Skippy.
You're just doing...
Yes. Warren's the producer, I'm the actor.
Warren keeps you busy, though, Warren Beatty, doesn't he?
Yes.
He keeps you in all his films.
Yes.
You're so close that way. Isn't that wonderful?
Mm.
Do you see him a lot, all the time? Do you go out a lot, Michael? What
Well,
is Michael
once
J.
in a while.
Pollard's day like? I mean, getting up in the morning. You run, exercise, or
I walk.
Walk? You do a lot of walking?
Yeah. Because I don't have a car.
Me too. Love it.
I don't want to end up like James Dean.
What do you mean by that, James Dean? I mean, he was driving fast.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, Jamie Dean drives fast.
I
you
know. Yeah.
Did you know him?
No, Marilyn Monroe.
Pardon?
I knew Marilyn Monroe.
Marilyn Monroe. You went to school with her at the Actors Studio. You were in the same classes
Yeah.
with Lee Strasberg.
Yes, we
Paul
were.
Newman, Joanna Woodward.
Yeah.
Tell me about those days. Let's get back again. Let's
Yeah.
about those days. Tell me about those acting classes.
Very exciting. I mean, it was something.
Like what? Tell me, Michael. Just give me your, think back when Marilyn Monroe got up and did her scenes.
Well, I did a scene with her.
You did? Which
Yes.
one was it?
Breakfast at Tiffany's.
How was it doing the scene? Did you, doing a scene with Marilyn Monroe at the time, did you feel that she was going to be such...
She was?
She was, but, I meant a legend
Oh.
that kept on. That's what I mean, Michael.
Sure.
Did you really?
Yeah.
Did she have that certain thing you saw?
Oh, yeah.
She did.
Yeah. She used to hang out with Paula Strasberg at the time.
She lived with Shelley Winters.
Oh,
her
that's
and
right, out
Shelley.
here on Holloway, huh?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right. Where Salminio.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, huh? That's right.
Did you know Sal?
Yeah.
Living out here in Hollywood, did you like it or New York better?
I like both, Skippy.
You do?
Yeah.
Come from Jersey, you would say immediately you like New York better. So that's interesting.
Well, everybody says New York's not the same.
That's what they're saying. Have you been back lately, or
I haven't been back like in a year, Skippy.
well, you haven't?
No. But I still like it. I go hang out in Soho when I go back.
I see.
I not hang out, I go shopping. I can't hang out anymore, Skippy. I'm an AA.
You go AA?
Yeah.
You don't drink anymore.
No.
Well, that's wonderful. That's wonderful. So you
Yeah.
go a couple times a day.
Yeah.
Because all those people, they spend a lot of time, early morning and sometimes late in the afternoon.
Yeah.
It has helped you a lot, hasn't it?
Oh, yeah. 13
changed?
years, Skippy.
15?
13.
Really?
Yeah.
It has changed your life completely, hasn't
Completely. You might say I'm reborn.
it? You're reborn. That smile of yours, I think. You mean you don't touch any of that at all?
No.
It has helped you. So when you go to parties, you can go to parties
Yeah.
and you can fade away from liquor.
Oh, it doesn't, no.
It doesn't bother you.
All that, yeah.
Interesting, Michael.
Thanks, Skippy.
And smoking?
Smoke cigarettes.
Did you ever smoke?
Well, I still smoke cigarettes and drink coffee. But that's all I do, Skippy.
That's what they do at the AA meetings,
Yeah.
right? And listen and do those things. I want to get back with you. Your favorite movie, Michael, you have done. What's your favorite you have done? You're going to say Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah.
Is it?
Sure.
That's your favorite?
Yes.
You're looking back.
Yes.
Okay, looking back over your career, your life,
Yeah.
any regrets? Any regrets?
No. I turned down that movie, Willard. Remember
Willard? Yes, the rat movie.
$6 million there. No.
You turned it on. I love it. That's a great movie.
Yeah.
What would Michael Pollard would like to do right now? You're going to Russia to do a film with Shelley Winters.
Yeah.
But what would you really, if I give you an opportunity right now, what would you like to do? What would you like to do?
I'd like to go shopping at LL Bean in Maine. That's what I like to do.
So Michael J. Pollard is not really, he's very low key here in Hollywood.
Yeah.
He doesn't drive. And
No.
he does his walking. He
Yes.
does his own shopping.
Well, my friend Gary helps me shop too.
I see.
I got the packages. And bursitis.
Michael J. Pollard, married?
Well, I was married twice, Skippy.
Twice?
Yeah.
Children?
I have 2 children, one by each marriage. Boy and a girl.
Really? Are any of them business at all?
Yeah, well, my first wife, Beth Howland, she was on the...
Beth Allen?
Yeah.
Was
on Alice for 9 years. Played Vera.
Right.
Yeah.
Was that your first wife? Beth
Yes.
Allen? I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
And children by her? You have one?
A daughter, Holly. She just graduated from Loyola Marymount.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
And any they're going to be in the business or anything, or what?
Well, my daughter's with William Morris. And then my son, Axel, lives in Florida with his mother, Annie.
I see.
So we're all friends.
I see.
Yes.
Michael?
What?
The episode with, I wanted to get back with Steve Martin. You've done 6 things with Steve.
Yeah.
Like what? Say,
Well,
6 episodes?
Well, we did that Leo and Liz in Beverly Hills.
Right.
And then, well, we did the pilot. Originally, that was the George Burns comedy. They'd have a different show every week.
Right.
And then all those shows, they made that show the pilot for Leo and Liz, so that makes it 7. And then I did Roxanne with Steve.
He's
all
funny,
in the
isn't
same
he?
year.
What makes Steve, what's his magic? What is his magic? Because he's got such great magic.
Yeah.
Well,
he's a real nice guy.
You're saying nice guy.
Yeah.
Is that the magic word? Just being a nice guy?
You think?
Michael? I don't know. Because you're a nice guy.
Yeah.
And you got the magic too. You're a wonderful actor, and sometimes you're saying, "I'm waiting. I'm just going to sit there and patiently wait for the roles to come."
Yeah.
Do you think that's the way to be, Michael? Don't you think you should go after him? Like, you don't really go after those things.
I know.
Is that correct?
Yeah. I have to be more
aggressive.
Yes. You're right.
And you just lay back and wait until they
I
come
know,
to you.
But I have to do the other things, Skippy.
Yeah. So maybe you have the right magic. I don't know. Maybe that's the best. Wait until it comes to you. I don't know.
Yeah.
Well, Sylvester Stallone came to you. Martin came to you. They all came to you.
Yeah.
And Bonnie, right? Am I right?
Yeah.
They all come to you. You don't go to them. So
Come here.
that's your secret, you know. Michael J. Pollard. Is that your real name?
Mm-hmm.
Is it?
Well, it's
Michael
Pollock.
Pollock.
But when I got in show business, there was this guy.
There was?
Yeah.
A
Michael Pollock singing on the Firestone Hour. He was a singer, yeah.
Was he?
Yeah, I had to change my name. So one Christmas, my parents got me to Four Freedoms by Norman Rockwell, you know, they sent away to Norman.
Wonderful.
And he signed it, and he signed it Michael J. Pollard, so I changed it to that.
Interesting. That's how you changed your name. There is a Pollock director, isn't it? What's his name, the director, Pollock?
Oh, Sidney?
Sidney, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did that thing with...
Meryl Streep.
Yeah, right. Why Michael always wear a hat?